Okay, Tyler. My name is Jacob Farney. I'd like to thank you for helping me out with this usability test today. Before we do anything, I'd like to let you know that this is not a test of you and your web experience. It's a test of the site and how useful it is. And to start off, let's go ahead and get some background information on you. On average, how many hours do you think you spend per day on the web?
About one.
Just about one? What kind of websites do you normally frequent?
Social networking sites and news sites.
Would you say that you look at a lot of blogs or more?
Yeah, blogs.
Blogs and stuff like that? Okay. Cool. I'm going to be asking you some really generalized questions about the site, and then we're going to go more into detail about finding specific pages and specific sections and stuff like that. So, whenever we try to do these things, if you're having trouble finding them, or just try to explain to me your thought process whenever you're moving from section to section. If something's not where you think it should be, a web page doesn't look like you think it should, and why. The first task I'd like you to try to do for me is find the photo galleries in the multimedia section. Okay. Yep, you found it. Alright, let's stop for a second on this page. Does this page look the way you expected it to?
I would expect, I guess, it to be up a little higher. Where this advertisement is.
So that advertisement, you think, is kind of pushes the main content a little too far down?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, the next thing I want you to do before the next task is to go back to the homepage. Okay, now I noticed that instead of using any kind of navigation on the site, you hit the back button. Is that normally how you go back pages, or do you like to use the links on the site?
Really, there's no preference. I guess I could just press home, probably.
Okay. The next task is I'd like you to locate the names of the editors in the arts section. Okay, let's stop on this page for a second. Does this page look the way you expected it to?
I'm actually surprised that the editors are at the top. I thought I'd have to scroll down.
More closer to the bottom?
Yeah.
Would you expect them to be more in the footer, or just lower in general?
Probably.
Okay. While we're on this page, if you were going to contact one of these editors, how would you go about doing it? And just go ahead and do it right now.
What do you mean? Just like...
If you were going to send them an email.
And then we'd probably just copy, or I guess you could click it, I'd probably copy and paste it to my email address.
Okay, so you wouldn't click the link on the website. You prefer to use your own?
Yeah.
Okay. Great. Let's go ahead and go back to the home page then. The next task is to locate the contact information of the IDS's campus editor. This is a specific editor.
Okay. So I guess same for moving to that tab, so search campus editor.
Mm-hmm. Is this what you expected to see for search results?
No. I kind of thought that it might bring up stories, but instead of person, it would be nice. With a person. So just story.
Okay. Since this didn't really prove very fruitful for you just searching it right in the search bar, how do you think you would go about doing it from the navigation items? Or would you search again with a different keyword? Okay. Do Do you expect an About Us tab on the main nav right there?
Yeah, I guess, most sites do have something about us, and then it has who works on the site and what they do. Yeah, site present.
Okay.
So you still have not find it?
Yes. If you would mind.
The campus editor?
Yeah. It's the campus editor for the IDS. Okay, let's go ahead and stop on this page while you're on it. What do you think this page is?
So I might be something with IDS.
Okay. What did you expect it to be?
Inside the IDS, kind of like maybe an About Us tab, except under a different name.
Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and go back from this page then. We go back to the home page. And let's go ahead and just move on to the next one. If you could, locate the national and world section for me. And when I say and, that's all one section. National and world section. Okay, great. Does this look the way you thought it would?
Yeah, just because it's not another tab.
So it helps you whenever you see this similar layout on different pages in the same website.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If you could, locate a blog for me. This blog is entitled The Radish. Okay, go ahead and go there. Since you're a person who likes to frequent blog websites and things of that nature, is this what you expected to see for the tab on The Radish?
Yeah. Yeah. Just one new post after that.
Okay.
Kind of format, yes. I think most blog sites are like.
Okay, let's go ahead and navigate back to the home page. Now, if you wanted to submit feedback to the IDS, where would you go? Go ahead and go there.
Well, I guess you probably want to contact them from this site's blog.
Okay.
Somewhere. Seems like I saw it. Contact us next.
So you would just leave feedback just by contacting somebody directly.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, let's go ahead and go back to the home page. And go back down to the footer. Now in the footer, there is a link called feedback. It's relatively small to the right.
There's contact there.
In terms of this footer, do you think it's too difficult to kind of find out what's going on in this footer? The type's too small, things like that.
There's a lot going on.
Too much?
There's too much in the footer, I would say.
Okay. Let's go ahead and scroll back up to the top of the page then. I've got one last thing for you. There is a section tab I want you to try to find. It's called the Interact section. Yes. Yes. You seem to be having a little bit more difficulty with this than all the other ones. Okay. Go ahead and click on it. Now, after you've found it, where did you expect this tab to be?
Probably the opinion. Yeah.
So you expected it to be a secondary navigation item,
Yeah.
not a third.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alright, that's enough for this test. Thanks for doing this usability with me, and have a good day.
Thank you.
No problem.